might be 1990. This is one of the greats, the band called Testament. And one of the original bands in the Bay Area thrash scene, if you were into this in the 80s. If you're on my age, everybody knows Metallica and Slayer and Anthrax and all that. But you had Testament, and you had Overkill, and you had Death Angel, and you had Exodus out there as well. And so Testament has been around for 40-plus years. Chuck Billy has been the frontman of that band, I think, from the very beginning. And he is one of the latest musicians to be positive for the coronavirus. They weren't touring anyway, but they had just dropped a new album. And I think Chuck Billy is just getting over cancer. Like, there were a lot of bands a few years back doing a lot of benefit shows for him because he had some kind of cancer, and he came back from that. He and his wife were tested positive for coronavirus. I'm just curious where all these people are getting tested. If you and I had to get tested, I'm not certain that we would right away.
Why not?
Well, they're talking about
get tested
they're talking about how difficult it is to get these tests. I was reading. I don't know why someone would do this because you still have to have someone analyze it, but people are stupid. I was reading about a guy who stole a whole bunch of coronavirus tests out of a lab in Tucson.
What's he going to do with them?
I don't know. I guess he thought he'd sell them. I mean, we're going to see more and more of this kind of stuff, unfortunately, as people aren't working. But some guy stole 20 or so of these things.
Could you just see him with like a kid's science kit, like just putting it under a microscope, looking at it? Like,
I mean, as far as I understand it, they're utterly useless, and
Yeah.
unless you have a place that can analyze them.
And it takes days to get the test, except for like the ones that you could get in like 6 hours. But still, there's a waiting period. It's not just like a HIV test where you just prick your finger and then you find out, if you're positive or not.
Yeah. So there were 3 or 4 of these Bay Area bands that took place. Took a tour called the Bay Strikes Back Tour, and a bunch of those guys have come back positive for coronavirus.
Whoa.
The drummer from Death Angel, another band I enjoy immensely, and a guy from the band Exodus. So there are more and more musicians because these people tour, and you come back and you can be asymptomatic for a while. But Chuck Billy, if you're familiar with him or his band, he is a guy who went through a major health problem before this, so he would be compromised in that way. David Bryan, who is the keyboardist for Bon Jovi, is positive for the coronavirus. So I've been quarantined for a week, and I will be quarantined for another week. And when I feel better, I'll get tested again. A lot of people were talking about how I was reading an article that said that rich people and poor people are not suffering the same pandemic, in that if you are rich, it is far more likely, as with anything else, that you'll be able to get a test for this. So I can only assume that these people having access to these tests is because they've got money. So I don't know. Again, if you and I were to become positive or to suspect that maybe, because there's a lot of people still who think they've got this, but it doesn't turn out to be that. It turns out to be the flu or something else.
Well, another one of my
Less
amazing
severe.
tweets was from Saturday morning when it went from 60 to 30, and I said, today in Ohio we get to play a game called Do I Have Coronavirus or Do I Feel Bad Because the weather went from 65 to 30 in one night.
Really warm one day and freezing the next.
I dealt with that the whole time. Like the whole weekend, I'm like, my throat's scratchy. I was like, my nose, my throat.
Really?
That happens to me too.
And then I'm like,
my neck, my back. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and then you adjust after a few
It's a
hours. Then you're
coronavirus
fine.
attack.
and then I wake up. I'm so sore. I'm like, I was like, oh yeah, this stupid pillow, and I just threw it away. I was like, can't believe I was sleeping in it. No wonder I have like a crick in my neck.
Stupid pillow.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know
like
if I blame the pillow.
whatever.
I mean,
Wait, you had a scratchy throat because of your pillow?
No, I was sore. Like my bones were achy, and it was because I was sleeping funny.
He has that pillow that's like his boyfriend. He attached another part to it.
My torso
Scratchy
pillow.
throat now.
Well, I have the torso pillow. I sleep right in
I
the
told you
armpit.
not to buy it in wool.
The torso pillow, I sleep in like the little armpit, so it's like cuddling me while I'm sleeping. But I have a unicorn pillow that like I use just like I either put it in between my legs as like for comfort, or I put it on my back for like support.
Wait, so the pillow
You
is
have a
kicking
lumbar
your ass?
unicorn?
The pillow is kicking your ass?
It's not kicking my ass.
You
but
said I woke up all creaky and my bones hurt because I slept weird.
Yes, because if you're contorting your body a different way, then yeah, you're gonna have some pain.
Do you use a lot of pillows? Like my wife is one of these people who uses
I have like 9
150
pillows. I have 4.
pillows because that's how I have 2, sometimes 1, because I feel like I don't want to crick my neck up on all these pillows. I want to sleep as flat as I can.
Nah.
I'm a side sleeper, and I want to sleep as
I want
flat
my
as
face
I
to
can.
disappear within the pillows. Like, I just want there to be a torso, and then you can't find out where my head is. You have to lift up like 5 pillows. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up?
You still, again, I mean, if you feel that way frequently, I wouldn't chalk it up to the pillows, though.
No, it was just that one time. I'm fine now.
Okay.
I had to do
was going to say, I can't imagine sleeping in any, because you're still sleeping.
Yeah.
had to do my stretches and my squats, and I was like, ooh, girl, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, someone's going back and forth with me because of that tweet, and they're like, you need to not spread this kind of misinformation. I'm like, this
What
is
misinformation?
Lawyers are not essential.
No, not the lawyers are not
Oh.
essential. That is a different one. Which
The
I guess
temperature
lawyers
tweet.
are, whatever. Yeah, the temperature tweet, because he's like, people think you actually get sick that way. I'm like, no, people don't feel good when the temperature changes that quickly.
That's real.
Because of changes in pressure and stuff like that, and that's what makes them question whether it's the weather or whether they have coronavirus.
Well, but they're also putting way too much thought into it. All you were doing was pointing out that it was warm one day and cool the
Exactly.
next. I mean, that's not misinformation.
I know.
I mean-
but the guy, he said, you need to try to be funny in a better way. And I said, you need to try and understand jokes in a better way.
I mean, your body's not going to stop doing what it's normally doing just because there's like a pandemic. Like, your body doesn't realize there's coronavirus around here. It's still going to be upset sometimes. You're still going to eat something and throw up. You're still going to get sick.
I like that you say that like that's a regular occurrence. You're just going to eat something and throw up. Like it's a normal thing.
Listen, man, I'll tell you
Some
what.
people don't know how to cook, and they're quarantined
Bulimia
right
cake
now.
over here. He's kicking ass.
I did. So I found a pack, like a little jar of garlic. It's like prepared garlic and olive oil that was unopened, but it expired in October.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to use this anyway.
No.
And I did.
We
and
went
I
through
feel
all that.
fine. But because it's unopened, it's shelf stable. I mean, it tasted fine. It smelled like garlic.
Yeah, we went
But I
through
was like,
and
why would I throw this
we were
away?
checking out some of the expired things in the back of the fridge. And it
Did
was
you
like,
keep them or throw them?
Well, no. I mean, abundance of caution.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more likely to eat stuff that's way past the date. But Gwen's like, let's toss. We're fine. We
Right.
don't need, there's no reason to hang on to this. But it was a lot of them were like applesauce squeezies that our daughter
Yeah.
never ate.
Yeah.
But are still delicious, I might add. Hi, this is Alan Cox for applesauce squeezies. Are you rationing? But it was like, I would call them out to her and be like, November 19. She'd go, toss it. Okay.
What's your 3 months maybe?
Maybe.
If it was this year, you'd do it?
I mean, I've gone into the
I feel
pantry
like
and
garlic wasn't going to go bad. Yeah, it's garlic, right?
Or you
What's going
cook
to
it-
happen if I get... Garlic's not going to make you sick.
Well, here's the thing. If that's expired, though, it won't keep away vampires. That's the problem.
Oh, no.
And now that you're on the 3rd floor, they can fly right up. Before,
think about that.
you were living in the ground with them. They thought you were one of them.
And I'm all pale right now
Yeah,
because
you're all
Ohio.
pale.
Yeah.
Yes. Now you're on the 3rd floor, open season.
Oh, my God.
You're like fresh meat up there. You got a little bit of a pinkish hue, right? Vampires left and right. So you better make sure.
This is the best time for steak and twine.
Now-
Vampires.
Again, I'm not really up on my garlic lore or my vampire lore. I don't know.
Steak in the heart.
Right, but garlic. Let's keep it to
Garlic keeps them away.
Steak
it
in the
doesn't
heart's what's
kill them.
killing me, too.
Yeah, right.
But was it
Vampires and Americans. Steak in the heart.
jarred garlic? Is that what you
It is
said?
jarred garlic.
So I'm wondering if only fresh cloves keep vampires away. You always see
I think it's just any garlic.
I think it's any garlic.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
but
how
you
it's
couldn't
prepared.
you couldn't throw garlic bread at them.
Oh, yeah.
You could. You
and
absolutely
repel
could.
them. You could?
It's going to be less effective
was
because
gonna
it's not
say.
as concentrated,
Okay.
but it's still going to make them uncomfortable. Maybe they'll break out and like a rash or something.
They get hives and
Hives,
itchy,
yeah.
and nobody needs an itchy vampire. Itchy vampire was supposed to play at the Agora this weekend.
Oh boy! So was
Canceled.
Burlap Penis, Poundcake's boyfriend pillow.
It was so funny though, because I was working from home this morning, and then my boss wanted to do like a conference call. I was like, "Damn it, man!" And he like called me, so I couldn't just like ignore it. And then so I answer, and it was just a torso and a peck and a ab.
You answered from bed?
Yes. What am I supposed to do?
But
A
your hair
video
looks good.
conference?
Yeah, it was a video call.
Get out of bed.
I like because if you work for this company, Zoom, I imagine their stock is up 450%. But the funny thing is that starting to see videos getting passed around of unfortunate Zoom conference calls. And there was one woman who didn't realize that she was already up on the screen. Do you see that one?
No.
And she was taking the conference call
Yeah,
from
I
the
saw that.
toilet.
Yeah. Oh,
so she like sets her iPad on the floor and she's sitting down in the toilet. So you just see her with her
You see her
pants
pull
down.
pants down and everything. It's great. Yeah.
I just
awesome.
answered. I'm
Everybody
like,
else like, Jenny, Hey, let me give away this money here, okay? $1,000 once an hour to help you pay your bills. I'm very pleased that we're doing this 30 past every hour. This is your first chance here on this show to win today. Good luck.
Rover's Morning Glory wants to help with a chance at $1,000. We have your shot at $1,000 right now. Text the nationwide keyword COUCH, COUCH, to 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's COUCH to 200-200. Good luck from 100.7 WMMS.
Do we have any that we're giving away? Like, did we? I don't remember them.
Yeah,
Did I
making
cut
it a
any?
Rover
Did I
centric
cut any
thing?
lines?
Did you?
I don't know. I mean, I just cut some lines today for something else. I mean, I don't really. I want the
Yeah.
money to go to people who need it. That was just really weird.
That it's, not the station and not our show. It's just Rover. Okay.
Are they all Rover?
I don't know.
Rover's Morning Glory wants to help.
All right, so that's. Hold on, let me check.
Rover's Morning Glory.
All right.
well,
Rover's Morning Glory.
Okay. I'm just going randomly through these. Okay.
Rover's Morning Glory.
I think they're all going to be that way.
Rover's Morning.
All right. Anyway, then I would have more precisely told people that, all right? Here on the Alan Cox Show,
Well, maybe
Rover's
he's-
Morning Glory wants to give you $1,000 an hour.
Maybe he's giving it out of his pocket, and that's why it's all branded as
maybe.
Rover.
My attention to detail. I
He'll
need
match whatever we give away on the station.
to. Okay.
Can we make
Personal.
that-
All right.
can we
Well,
make
we're
that
the only
decree
ones
for him?
here. They're all
Yeah.
doing their stuff from parts unknown.
I
We're
think-
actually here.
I think Manitude was in the building today.
Yeah,
'cause
Manitude and Dieter were here.
He borrowed a bunch of my stuff and then left it in a pile, then put it all back where it goes. But, that's cool.
Yeah, I was wiping the place down on Friday, and he came in, and we were talking for a little bit, and he starts scooping up your lights, and I was like, he goes, I talked to Bill. I was like, all right, just to make sure everything's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alan, don't be stupid. Vampires can't come into your home unless you invite them in. Right, but she's got a brand new place. She's inviting everybody in
Hey,
to
quarantine
check it out.
party.
She's inviting everybody in if they can climb through the third floor window. That is so you get yourself a twine ladder.
Yes.
And you can
Ladder of twine.
get yourself all the way up there.
My landlord came over today. He had to fix a part on my stove, and he brought up the rosary from downstairs. And he was like, hey, because I specifically left it there because this rosary was left. I moved in, the rosary was there. I didn't want to throw it away because I thought it would be a bad omen.
Your place was completely empty, and he was kind of just doing a walk. Did you have to do a walkthrough with him?
I did that on Friday, but he was downstairs like painting and bleaching stuff, he was just doing all the cleaning and everything.
Right.
So he comes up and he knocks on my door to fix this part of my stove, and he brought the rosary with him. And he was like, I found this. And I was like, oh, no, that's not mine. And he was like, no, but I found it. And I was like, no, I think the other girl must have left it there. That's not mine. And then he just tossed it over his shoulder onto the floor behind him. He just threw it behind him.
what if
and-
it stood straight up?
Something caught it.
Yeah, it just like
It's just
stood
hanging
straight
in
up.
there. But if I was my eyes were wide, and I was like, should I pick it up? Like, I don't know the rules about throwing rosaries.
But you
on
don't
the
believe
floor.
in them.
I don't know what they do.
They're prayer beads for Catholics.
Okay, well, I don't know. Seems
I've said a
holy.
million of them in my life.
Well,
I
he
used to
threw
have
it.
to carry one in my pocket.
I still have never seen a nun. I want to see a nun.
He just threw it over his shoulder like it was like a gum wrapper. He just,
Yeah,
like,
that's how seriously people take it. They're just superstitious talismans.
It made me laugh so hard, and then he went in and fixed my stove, picked it up on his way out, and left.
Usually they're blessed. I mean, that might give people some cause. You've never seen a nun?
A real life nun. I've never
I
seen
don't
a
know if
nun.
I've ever seen a nun.
You've never
either.
seen a nun in real life?
No, I've
Like
never
going shopping. I mean, they're out
Never.
there in the world. They're doing stuff.
Nope, never seen one in real life. I feel like I would be afraid of them.
Does that
if
mean
I
they
saw
don't
them.
exist?
No, Sister Mary Clarence does exist. Are you
Okay, I
kidding
didn't
me?
know if it was like, other things that you've denied in the past.
So you've only seen them in these Sister Act movies.
Yes.
Huh. Well, I grew up with them, so I've seen more than my share. And they really run the gamut from your traditional full habit nuns to kind of your younger, hipper, part habit, cool nuns. Sometimes you'll run into like an undercover nun.
I'm not a regular nun. I'm a cool nun.
Well, yeah. I'm the kind of nun that I won't throw a rosary over my shoulder, but I'll wear it as a necklace. You're not supposed to do that either.
I'd rather you guys do your sin in here so I can see it rather than out in the world.
Wait a minute, you're not supposed to wear it as a necklace?
You're not supposed to wear a rosary as a necklace, no.
You're supposed to carry it around in your pocket?
You're supposed to
How
pray.
about
pocket,
as a
you know.
penis ring?
If your
Ooh.
penis can snugly fit inside a rosary,
Well, you get it custom
I think that
made.
you should. Huh?
Get it custom made.
Or wrap it around a
That's
few
not
times.
a rosary, though. They also have like these metal little, I guess for people who are in a hurry, these little metal things that have a handful of prayer beads on them and then a cross or crucifix. But no, rosaries are not supposed to be used as jewelry. Now they are, thanks Madonna.
What about anal beads?
Huh?
That's not jewelry. Could you use a rosary as a rosary and anal beads?
I'm going to break this to you. If you're adventurous enough, you can use anything as anal beads. I know
If
that
you
you're
put
not.
your hind to it.
But will it still have its magic powers when you pray with it? That's what I want to know.
I think if you pull it out,
Go back underground.
I can't. I'm so creative.
God, she's getting all this oxygen now, and it's
And I got plants.
yes.
They're soaking up all the carbon dioxide and
Right.
putting out fresh air. Oh my God, you guys.
Plus, no live performances, so everybody's
Oh,
pent
I'm
up.
dying over here.
Pent up.
Your mother's in here with his card. Would you like to leave a message? I see that she gets it.
If that's true, then you must know my mother's maiden name. What is it?
That's what happens when you wear a rosary as a necklace.
Mary did a show on Saturday night from my apartment.
Yeah, I did a Zoom show like you were talking about.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah?
So there's a a comedian in Denver who runs a weekly room and he didn't want to get rid of it, so he just put together like all the comics are on Zoom, and then he has like a production team who put it on Twitch, and like they had this cool graphic that came up with your name and your Instagram handle, and then like you did 7 minutes, and then they went back and the hosts like kind of talked about your set, and then they like riffed a little bit, and then they brought the next comedian to the screen. It was really cool.
And who watched it?
184 people were watching while I was on.
So, are any of those people designated, any of the viewers designated as hecklers?
No, you can laugh. You can send laughter via like the
can
thing.
chat
And
and stuff
you
like
can
that.
clap. You seriously can't. No, it
No,
sounds
but
like a sound.
it sounds like a laugh track.
Yeah. It sounds like that, and then so it can like kind of
When
keep
they
your timing.
when
and
they
stuff.
send the emoji, you get the noise.
Correct. Yeah, and then people were able to like donate via Venmo. So like if you sat and watched the stream, you could donate money, and then it got split up amongst the comedians. So it was really cool.
How much did you make?
$25.
Okay.
So, I mean, to just kind of do 7 minutes and be able to tell jokes again felt really cool. And Bill opened his home to me since I don't have Wi-Fi right now. But
So before I move on from it, where is the rosary now?
he took it with him. The landlord picked it up on his way out and took it with him.
You know what that means? It's been his the whole time.
Do you think?
He's
the way
try-
he tossed it was comical. Like,
That's
it
to
was-
throw you off.
Okay.
That's so you think that he didn't put it there. He's like, I don't care about this at all. And
But I don't think you throw it
shoulder.
over the. Yeah.
Over the shoulder made me laugh.
I bet he threw it in the garbage.
He might have. But that's his problem now, not mine.
Well,
Isn't it?
It's not my problem anymore.
It wasn't your problem before, and yet you adhered to the superstition and didn't touch it in the window.
Well, it was in my home. It's not. It was now
You
not
didn't
in my
touch
home.
it. Everything in your home is under your purview, and so you can do whatever you want to with it. You still didn't touch it because you're superstitious,
Yes.
even though it's not even a talisman from your own religion. You were still like,
Still.
I'm not going to touch this thing.
I'm not gonna mess with it.
Like
Yeah.
if somebody had left a Santeria doll in my apartment, I would have thrown it away. Because it's not part of. Now, granted,
about that.
I would have woken up the next morning probably with like a giant pus wart or something,
Yeah,
you know. But
or
I would have had to have figured it out and taken it out, and you know.
It was in your pants or something when you woke up. You're like, oh, what is in my leg? Oh my God, it's a doll. You don't know.
Oh, this Santeria doll is in my pants. What a randy doll.
Just saying. But he might have thrown it away. I don't know what he did with it.
All right.
But he complimented me on being quick in getting my apartment together.
Hey, good for
It
you.
looks cool. It looks good. You're quick. I
You're
said, "All
quick."
right, cool. Thanks, man.
As quick as me throwing away a rosary. All right, well, solid. Okay, let me break. You want to get a text in, do that, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. You want to watch, we got the Instagram hotties there for you as well. And you can listen on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio.